Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To all of the honorable judges of Indonesian Science Project Olympiad, I am Hilal.
And I'm Aufa. We're here 11 graders from Zuhair Islamic Boarding School. We would like to present our project.
Plastic have become an industrial material that is widely produced, gaining millions of tons in the last decade. The exploitation of plastic causes uncontrollable plastic pollutants, which pollute the environment and breaks down into smaller particles, namely microplastic. Aquatic and terrestrial habitats are where microplastic is most prevalent. For instance, the river environment. Translocation of microplastic from wastewater channels is the main intermediary in microplastic exposure to humans. Therefore, this research is focused on reducing microplastic levels in the final wastewater channels.
While there are other methods for removing microplastic in wastewater treatment, to provide a new alternative way, we choose sound as a way to filtrate microplastic, more precisely with the acoustophoretic method. This research utilizes an acoustophoretic system to speed up the deposition of microplastic in wastewater bodies, providing an alternative method of controlling microplastic through an ultrasonic micromanipulator device in a wastewater treatment plant. The benefit of using sound from an operational standpoint is that we don't need to regularly clean the apparatus. This indicates the using of item effectively is possible without the requirement for cleaning.
Based on the information we mentioned, we have some of the problems formulated for this research. First one is, how strong is the frequency needed to transmit the appropriate vibration? Second one is, how strong is the sound intensity required to get optimal results? And lastly, the third one is, which combination of frequency and intensity can precipitate the most microplastic?
The aim of our research are to provide an alternate solution to reduce microplastic pollution. And second, provide a microplastic precipitation device. And third, finding the optimal desirable and frequency to get the most sediment. Based on the information we've just mentioned, we are proud to present an ultrasonic micromanipulator settling device as a remedy to lessen the spread of microplastic pollution. The research was conducted for 2 months, from November to December 2022. Sample preparation and testing were carried out at the Cahaya Rancamaya Biology Laboratory. Testing is limited to the weight of microplastic precipitated by exposure. This research was designed in stages to get the desired target at each stage. The tools that we use are beaker, analytical balance, filter paper, oven, decibalmeter, funnel, spoon, spray bottle, loudspeaker, rubber tube. Also, materials used include microplastic and aqueous.
A total of 3 grams of dacron is used for the experiment. The dacron is cut as small as possible to form flakes. Dacron flakes are used as an experimental object with an arrangement resembling microplastic which can decompose in nature. The composition of water in the apparatus is 250 milliliters and has been mixed with microplastic. This research is experimental. The treatment given was a combination of frequency of 4 kHz, 6 kHz, and 8 kHz, and the sound intensity treatment of 80, 90, and 100 decibel. The exposure time of sound wave to water is 10 minutes. The control treatment was carried out depositing microplastic for 10 minutes without exposure to sound wave. All treatments were repeated 3 times. The water will be drained until the remaining volume of water is 1 centimeter high from the bottom of the apparatus. The remaining water is poured into a beaker and filtered using a funnel and filter paper. After filtering is complete, the microplastic precipitate is put into the oven to dry for 45 minutes. Microplastic is weighed again and the weight was measured.
And now, coming to the effect of frequency on microplastic deposition. The results show that the treatment of frequency had a significant effect on the quantity of microplastic deposits. The data shows that all treatments were able to precipitate microplastic better than the control treatment. The frequency of 8 kHz is considered to have the best ability to precipitate microplastic through acoustophoresis.
Now, for the effect of sound intensity of microplastic precipitation. The 100 decibel intensity treatment was able to maintain the acoustophoretic force capability in all of the frequency range. The 90 decibel intensity treatment has a good acoustophoretic ability. However, the acoustophoretic ability could not be maintained at the frequency of 4 kHz, causing the decrease of the amount of microplastic precipitate by 10%. Different results were found at the 100 decibel intensity treatment, which showed a decrease of 6%. Therefore, the 100 decibel treatment was able to maintain the acoustophoretic force at all frequencies used in the study.
Decibels and frequency combination on microplastic precipitation. Based on the results, it was shown that the combined treatment of decibels and frequencies had a significant effect on the quantity of microplastic deposits. This can be confirmed in the figure, which shown that all treatments were able to precipitate microplastic better than the control treatment 2 grams. The results of Duncan's test showed that the 100 decibel with 8 kHz treatment was able to precipitate 93% of microplastics contained in the solution. This is due to the high level of frequency and decibel exposure to microplastic particles.
So the conclusion for the experiment is that the acoustophoretic system in this experiment can speed up the microplastic sinking rate. From this study, the combination of frequency and sound intensity that is most suitable for installation in wastewater treatment system is 8 kHz and 100 decibel. It was proven that this experiment succeeded in precipitating 10 to 25% more microplastic by exposure to sound than the control treatment. I think that's all from us. Thank you for watching our presentation. Hopefully, our project will be useful.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.